Hey there. Before we dive in, I would like to say if you've been following this journey from episode one, thank you. And if this is your first time, you're welcome. You're not too late. You can just start from wherever your heart leads. Now, let's talk about petty love. Yeah, you heard that right. That thing where you care so much about someone, that like smallest oversight from them feels like betrayal. That's it. To be real with you, I was petty. I think I still am sometimes, though I'm growing. Trust me. I am. I when I care so much about someone and they try to miss certain things that matter to me, no matter how small those tiny little details are. It hurts. I'll be like, why didn't this person do this way? Why didn't they see this? Do I not matter for them to have noticed these things or to do it that way? And trust me, that wasn't even coming from a place of pride. It was coming from pain. I needed to be seen. I needed to be heard. I needed to be remembered. I needed people to pay attention. So much of my life while growing up, I was invisible. Like I could vanish and no one would even blink. So when people tend to miss details like that, it hits differently. It felt personal. But somehow you know what I got to realize about this though is that all of this pettiness, it wasn't about them. It was all about me. It was about wounds that hadn't been healed. It was about a little girl who was constantly seeking validation, who needed someone to just say, "You matter, I see you." And then someday, someone did. One day, my mom sent me to take something to my older sister at her workplace, and her boss saw me and he was like, "Wow, is this your sister?" And so I was like, "Yeah, she's my little sister." And he said, "She's so beautiful, she's the finest." And I was like, "You really?" I was stunned. I was completely shocked, like coming from a good looking, young, successful entrepreneur like that who has seen the world. Like from what I knew then, he was all good, like close to perfect. A compliment like that, which I've always longed for coming from someone like that. It was actually something I felt really really good about it, but trust me, I wasn't really convinced because I didn't get so much of that from home, from people who I really trust, people who I really depended on like all my life. There's this trust we have on our family members, parents, siblings, that sometimes when we hear things from them, we actually believe them more than any other person, more than it's coming from outside, from any other person. So imagine it's not really coming from them and then it's coming from someone outside. You'd be like, is this person really serious about this? After that, I kept looking forward to anything that will take me back there, like errands, take this to your sister, go get this from your sister, just so I could get to hear more of that from him. And each time I go, that became my name, Finest. Yeah, it made me feel good about myself. And yeah, so I kept going back there. Sometimes all it takes is just one compliment, one affirming moment to change the whole narrative, to make you believe that yes, every other thing anyone is saying doesn't really matter. It was just that, and it was just you against the whole world. Until then, I never saw myself the way he did. There was this thing that made me feel a little bit different. Yeah, even though it wasn't convincing enough, but it felt good. Felt really good coming from someone like. So that compliment didn't erase years of feeling less than. It only cracked open a tiny little space for me to wonder, what if all of those things people were saying about me weren't true? What if I actually am not really as ugly as people say it, or as I even believe and think of it? Like I began to have a second thought. That moment mattered. It showed me how powerful our words can be. It showed me um, something deep, how desperately I've been longing to be seen and affirmed. I'll leave you with this as we close today's episode. If you've ever felt like you needed to do more to be noticed by by others. If you've ever gotten angry, someone you care about for forgetting something they were supposed to do or something that really mattered to you, if you've caught yourself craving just one kind word, then trust me, just know this, you're not alone and it's not a wrong thing to do. It's actually okay. You don't need to feel bad about it because we all want to be seen, we all want to be heard, we all want to be loved in a way that we understand. But healing starts when we begin to see ourselves. In our next episode, we'll be talking about how we're able to find solutions to some of those things, how I began to sort for solutions to some of this problem, the bloodshot reddish eyes, the dark eyelids, the dark leaves, how I was able to try and get a little bit comfortable in it. If this resonates with you in any way, like I will always say, um, please share. Let's keep this conversation going. And if also you have a story you would love to share, my DMs are always open. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time. Love.